Let's imagine you decide to change your body, your health, and you make this amazing decision and say, I'm going to join the gym. I'm going to eat healthy foods. I'm going to change my life. So far, so good. Amazing. And you plan your weeks and you say, I'm going to train 3 times a day, each session of 1 hour. And I'm going to do this, for the upcoming months and see the results. I'm going to eat healthy foods, eat vegetables, and, drink healthy drinks. So far, so good. And 6 months later, you realize that you still look kind of the same. Nothing drastically changed. You might be wondering and saying, like, what happened? Like, well, you were busy, but you were not accomplishing anything. You might have put in all the work in there, but no accomplishment at all. Why? So, if I would ask you a question at that point and ask you, when you decided to change your life, go to the gym 3 sessions a week, each session of 1 hour, and eat healthy foods, drink healthy drinks, you know, do you have you know, a progress record or something like which exercises you did, how many sets, how many reps, you know, um, each time you went to the gym, was there any progress? Did you increase the weights and such? Is there any progress plan? Can I check your progresses, like from the first week until your 6 months week, just to see if there was any progress? And if you at that point will say, "What do you mean a progress plan, like list? What do you mean?" Then what were you doing in the gym? You were busy, okay, but what were you doing? Didn't you measure yourself? Didn't you have any plan or goal when you went to the gym? Did you just took some weights and train, went on the treadmill? No plan whatsoever, just hanging around there, thinking you were accomplishing something, but doing actually nothing. No plan, nothing. When it comes to food, I'll ask you a question like, did you count your calories? Did you count your protein intake, carb intake? What was the daily calorie goal? What was the daily protein intake goal? And if you ask me then a question of what do you mean, like I would say to you, you've wasted your time, your energy. Most people, and that was just an example, most people live their lives like that. You have goals, dreams, desires, things you want to accomplish, things you want to do, but no actual plan, like, a battle plan or a strategy to follow or stick to. Just hanging around like it's okay. You know, you can't be complaining if you're not really putting in the effort. If you do not take it seriously, then you have no right to complain. If you, and the example of the gym, when you decided to change your life, if you just took 1 hour of your time or 2 hours to really learn about protein intake, supplement intakes, which way to train for the best results of gaining muscle or losing weight, whatever. When you learned about what kind of amount of protein you need to take, amounts of calories according to your weight, your height. If you just did that and made a battle plan, like, okay, this week I'm going to train my arms, legs, chest, like, you make your plan, whatever, and You write down the weights that you start with, and each week there's a progress of increasing of the weights. And you track your calories every day, you track your protein intake. You would have accomplished much more in 2 months or even 1 month than what you've accomplished in 6 months. Perhaps even more than what you could have done in 12 months. You know, being busy is not equal to achievement. You don't have to work very hard to become successful. You have to work smart. But when you work, you have to go all in. You have to, create a battle plan, a strategy, things to follow through on with discipline and character. And just stick with it. Anything in your life that you're doing, you must be doing with a concrete plan, not just hanging around, not just, if you decide to, let's say, start a business, or in that case, gain muscle or lose weight, you have to create a strategy plan. You have to write things down and stick with those ideas, no matter what happens. And one advice that I can give, if you say, but I'm doing a lot of stuff, I just cannot accomplish things, is I would say every night before you sleep, take a sheet of paper and write down all the things that you need to do tomorrow or the next upcoming days. Write it all down and then check that list and rewrite it according to which ones are the most, high priority. And then you get a list of 3 or 4 things in the top. And those are the things that you need to focus on, starting with the first one, the most important one. And no matter what happens, when you plan a priority, like I have to do this today, I have to do this today, you'll find the time to do it and you'll just do it. You'll accomplish a lot in a very short period of time. If you make a priority list, like, okay, I need to take this many protein, this many calories, I'm going to eat this. You write it down. The next day, trust me, you will do it. You will achieve it because you have wrote it down. It's a goal. It's something that you see that you can work towards, not something that you just think about, like, yeah, I have to count my calories, so I'm just going to eat this and that and try to. No, it doesn't work like that. So that is advice that I can give. Don't half-ass things. If you're doing something, put in all your energy and effort in it. Because if you don't, you're going to waste your time. So it's better to put in all the effort and energy in it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Have a nice day.